Hi guys, so we'll be solving an O-level past paper question from the year 2016. The session is October-November. This is question number 9. We'll use trigonometry to find the distance, bearings, angle of elevation, plus the average speed. So let's get into it. In this question, they've given us two triangles. The question reads ABCD is a level playing field. AB is 65 meters, BC is 70 meters, and CA is 110 meters. Angle CDA is 70 degrees and angle DAC is 58 degrees and C is due south of B. The first part says calculate the bearing of A from C. We have to calculate this bearing right here. To make things simpler, since the question says that C is due south of B, that means B is due north of C. If we find this angle right here and we subtract it from 360, we would get the bearing of A from C. So how do we find this angle? We use the cosine rule. Since 65 is in front of this angle, the cosine rule would be 65 squared is equal to 70 squared plus 110 squared. So we write like this, 110 squared plus 70 squared minus 2 times 110 times 70 times cos of, let's say, ACB over here. Now, let's move everything to the other side except cos ACB. So we bring 65 square, we keep it on the left side and we bring every other thing on the left side as well. So we have all of this divided by negative 2 times 110 times 70. Now, let's see what we get. Cos ACB would be equal to, let's plug this into the calculator. Let's see what we have. 65 square minus 110 squared minus 70 squared divided by negative 2 times 110 times 70. So what we eventually end up at is 73 over 88. Now when we do the cos inverse of this, let's plug this into the calculator and let's see what we get. We do 73 divided by 88 and do cos inverse of that and we end up at 33.9 degrees. Now if we subtract this angle from 360, let's do that first. That's not 36, it's 33.9, or let's say it's 34 to make things simpler. We end up at 360 minus 34, we get 326 degrees, which is the bearing of A from C. So we write our answer over here, 326 degrees. The next part says calculate AD. We have to find this length. In order to find this length, we would at least need to know this angle right here. Since we know this angle and we know this angle, we can add them both and subtract them from 180. So let's do that. We have 70 degrees plus 58 degrees, and when we subtract these two from 180, we will have angle ACD. So let's see what that is. We add 70 and we add 58 and we subtract that from 360. So we get 52 degrees. Angle ACD is 52 degrees. Now the question is very simple. We use the sine rule. We do sine 52, which is this angle, upon the length with that we're trying to look for, which is AD. This is equal to the sine of 70. Where did 70 come from? This is the angle I'm talking about and this is the length in front of it. So we do sine 70 over 110. Now we cross multiply everything and sine 52 gets multiplied by 110 and then you can divide this by sine 70 and let's see what the value is. So AD is sine 52 times 110 divided by sine 70. AD comes out to be 92.2 meters. So we write the value over here, 92.2 meters. Let's move on. The next part says there are two vertical trees, AX and CY, or each of height 17 meters, one at each end of the path AC. Calculate the angle of elevation of Y from B. So let's look at the diagram first. So if we remove all of this, what they mean to say is there are two trees that are vertical at A and at C. Both of them are 17 meters high. What they are asking for is, if we draw a triangle, they are asking for this angle right here. If we draw this triangle over here, it will look like this. So this is C over here, this is B, and this is the top of the tree. Let's call this X. This is 17, and this is the angle that is unknown, and this length is given to us. This is 70. So this is 70. It's simple. We use the tan rule. So we use tan of XBC equal to the opposite, which is 17, divided by the adjacent, which is 70. So let's see what XBC comes out to be. We do 17 divided by 70, and the inverse of that gives us 13.7 degrees. So the value, the angle of elevation of Y from B is 13.7 degrees. The next part says a bird flies in a straight line from X to Y. It takes 24 seconds. Calculate the average speed of the bird. Give your answer in kilometers per hour. So from X to Y, when it flies from A all the way to C, it covers a distance of 110 meters. So let's convert the distance into kilometers first. So the distance is 110. We divide this by 1000 and we get 0.11 kilometers. Now the time that it takes is 24 seconds. If we divide that by 60 times 60, it would give us the number of hours it would take. So you do 24 divided by 60 times 60, and we get 1 over 150 hours. That's an unusual fraction, but this is the number of hours it takes. Let's find the speed now. So the speed can be calculated by dividing the distance by the time. So the distance is 0.11 kilometers divided by 1 over 150. What we get, let's plug this into the calculator, 0.11 divided by 1 over 150. We end up at 16.5 kilometers per hour. So we write our answer over here, 16.5, and we're done. I hope this question made sense. The complete working of the entire question is present in the description below for you to download. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.